Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. This is the Great Duke Bothers coming to you live, not from any presidential setting necessarily, but we are coming to you live from my mother's basement. So let's drink to it. Tornado, how you doing, man? Cheers. Nothing but the finest, baby. You know how we do over here. I am very pleased to be able to come to you live from my mother's basement tonight. I got some things I gotta say. Thank you. It's my CD Lamb 88. Salute to service. Valex, what's up? So this is a Dallas Cowboys related video today. So if you're here for Cowboys content, I got you. I got you. Here's what we're going to do. 6371, how are you people coming in tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. We got some Dallas Cowboys content to talk about tonight. I am live from my mother's basement as a basement-dwelling Dallas Cowboys YouTuber. Now, let me do this. There's a couple of things I want to get to tonight. There is an individual who makes Dallas Cowboys content. And let's see, this is the video I'm looking for right now. Pause that for just a moment while I get my settings cleared up here. Mike Fisher. You guys might be familiar with Mike Fisher. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's present this. I do all this under the Fair Use Act. You know, same thing that A-Bomb always says. So this is Mike Fisher. Can I turn off the comments or can I can't. Okay. Now, Mike Fisher, what up, Mac, man? How you doing? Talk to Mac on the phone today. We'll text him. Great to hear from you, Mac. Glad you're doing well. This is Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher is he's a journalist, okay? He's a Dallas Cowboys journalist who lives or is said to live at the Star. Now, DFW 214 and I decided we're going to pull up on Mike Fisher eventually. He's a journalist. Let me begin my stream by saying this. I got no problem with Mike Fisher. I got no beef with him, okay? However, tonight, time permitting, because my wife is not back home yet. When she gets back, I'm going to have to cut it kind of short. But time permitting, I am going to expose Mike Fisher tonight. And I do this because Dallas Cowboys fans, you need to understand what this guy is. You need to understand what he's about. Now, we got real ones over here. We got Steelers fans in here. MacMan, Steeler fan, he's here. Ernie, Steeler fan, he's here. I think everybody else I see is a Cowboys fan. We got lots of Cowboys fans in here tonight. Cowboys fans, what you get here is real, okay? Mike Fisher is a journalist, and he's been doing journalism for a very long time. In September, I will have been on YouTube for 17 years. He's been doing journalism longer than I've been on YouTube, which is a long time. Mike Fisher is a very prominent Dallas Cowboys journalist who I believe does columns in the Dallas Morning News, or maybe it's SI. I don't know. He has a very big publication he does his news for. So Mike Fisher made a news story. You see the quotes, guys? I'm over here in the left in the little bitty box. He had a news story that came out recently. And matter of fact, you guys can see this. Let me take myself. Let's do it like this. Okay. So this is Mike Fisher. If we go to his channel here, actually, he's live right now. I'm not listening, but if you go over to his, let's see, live streams, I think, and let's scroll down. The Fish Report at cowboyssi.com. And this story right here, do you guys see this? It says, source, Dallas Cowboys intrigued by CJ Stroud. That was what he said. The Dallas
Story? Yes, they are.
Cowboys, and he's the one that broke the news. The Dallas Cowboys are intrigued by CJ Stroud. I'm going to hold off on that for just a minute. So what happened was he got called out on his crap. What up, Scott? How you doing? He got called out by a few different Dallas Cowboys video makers, including Law Nation. I think Vach Lombardi did something on him. Of course, all of Law Nation's crew was talking about him, which I thought that was incredible. I loved every minute of it. Space Cowboy made a video as well. If you guys go check him out, Space Cowboy made a video responding to this video I'm about to show, doing a response to this video of Mike Fisher apologizing to the Dallas Cowboys fans. Now, here's the thing about Mike Fisher, okay? I'm not going to play this whole thing. I'm going to play a little bit of it. I'm going to skip a little bit. But Mike Fisher has, in the past, and continues to do this, calls us Dallas Cowboys video makers, he says that we live in our mother's basement. That's why I have the Mommas Basement title, the Mommas Basement background. I'm coming out and exposing this rumor right now. I live in my mother's basement, and I am proud of it. That's a great way to put it, Mac. Shock reporter. Very good way to put it. Shock reporter. So there's a couple of clips I want to play off of this. I'm going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to stop it when I get to the parts I want to respond to. But this is our shock guy. This is Mike Fisher, who I don't have a problem with again. But I want to go over this because I'm about to expose him. So here we go. This is the beginning of Mike Fisher's apology.
So, reporter, live in Frisco. This has been very educational and even a little bit emotional.
Let me know if you can hear it. And
time for me, not that I'm the story. I'm just a broken down old sports writer. But it's occurred to me, and I alluded to this a little bit earlier this morning when I was motivated to do our Michael Irvin visit live at whatever time that was, 5:15. Oh man, why don't you go to bed? Well, I'll tell you why, because I have to get up and pee all the time. So if I'm going to get up and pee, I might as well do some work while I'm standing by the toilet. Over the course of our time here, and now it's been, 2 years of us building what we do here. Obviously, thanks to you, 62,000 fish heads in Cowboy Nation. There is no question that what I think, and I mentioned the other day about my particular, I don't know, I barely know what a brand is, but I know what my personality is. And aggressive, assertive, abrasive.
Definitely
something like that. Somewhere in there. I get that. And I certainly, as I did the Ricky Nelson quote the other day too, can't please everyone, you gotta. And I certainly do have a goal here to end in my work. I'm trying to have fun. So I am absolutely trying to amuse myself. And like most people, right or wrong, I think I'm hilarious. And you probably do too. No, I'm not saying you think I'm hilarious. I'm saying you probably think you're hilarious. I don't know anybody that thinks that they don't have a great sense of humor and great fashion sense. Everybody thinks they know how to dress and that they're funny. And I'm no different. As you can see, I clearly know how to dress. And
facts,
what I've done,
straight facts,
that I've realized has stepped on way too many toes, including some guys and gals who over the years have messaged me saying, will you come on our show? Can we meet in Oxnard? Which I always try to do. And so I've met a lot of these guys, at least very briefly. But I'm coming to realize that our CJ Stroud story isn't about really a lack of trust in our reporting. What it's done is...
So you guys understand what he's saying here. Remember, this is the guy that came out with the story that the Dallas Cowboys are intrigued by CJ Stroud. Now, tonight, we're about to blow this shit up. We're going to blow this whole story out of the water. Again, no problem with Mike Fisher, but when I see bullshit, I got to call it out. So that's what we're doing.
Cause people who feel like I've elbowed them in the face for the sake of humor or driven by arrogance or whatever. And now they're getting their chance to elbow me back.
You're damn right.
And so I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. And I can't possibly name all the people that I may have offended.
Listen to the list.
One of my things for the last 2 years, and my motivation is, frankly, protecting my nest.
Yeah. We'll dive into that.
I've been doing this a long time, and I take what we do here seriously.
I'll tell you what that means.
I take our reporting seriously. I'm telling you, if I told you who the source is on the Cowboy connection with the quarterback from Ohio State, CJ Stroud, if I told you, you would piss your pants, and you would also quit. Those of you who aren't buying the story, you would also quit not buying the story.
Okay, let me stop you right there. First of all, I'm not going to play this part of this video, but he goes on later to say that, he's done journalism for a long time and he knows what clickbaiting is. Okay, he knows what it means to clickbait, and he actually admits to being good at it. He says later on in this video, I'm a good clickbaiter, guys. I know what I'm doing. I'm really good at clickbaiting. The CJ Stroud video was clickbait. The Cowboys are intrigued with CJ Stroud. It's clickbait. This guy's a journalist. This guy has, I don't remember how many thousands of Cowboys fans that he said watch his channel. And I'm glad that they do. He does have a lot of good Dallas Cowboys news. But he's a journalist. All right, let me get the screen for just a minute. We'll come back to that. He's a journalist. Okay, he's been doing this for a long time, and he does it for a living. He does it for a paycheck. He does it for money. And if he can, I've told you guys this for years, if he can make a clickbait video and get you to click on it, he has done his job. It doesn't matter if the news story is right or wrong. If he gets you to click the video, he's done his job. And guess what? Credit to Mike Fisher. He did his job. But now he's saying, hey, a lot of you guys don't buy the CJ Stroud story. Of course we don't buy it. CJ Stroud is not coming to Dallas. It's not going to happen. Period. End of discussion. Your story is irrelevant and it's clickbait. I'm telling you today, Wednesday, February 22nd, in the year of our Lord, except for 8 camel toes, 2023, that CJ Stroud is not coming to Dallas. It will not happen. Thus, your video was for views. It was for clicks, and it was bait. Period. And you know why he gets away with this? Because he's a journalist, and he's a very arrogant journalist. You say, oh, well, if you knew my source, you would piss your pants, and then you'd believe me about CJ Stroud. Mr. Journalist, sir, let me inform you of something that you may not know. Us basement-dwelling Dallas Cowboys fans on YouTube, we've got our connections too. We've got our sources too. Okay? I don't care if CJ Stroud's agent is your source. I don't care if CJ Stroud is your source. I have access to the source. Yeah, you're right. I am a mother's basement dwelling Dallas Cowboys fan. It's true. I don't get 6,000 views on every video. That's true. But I still have the source. All I have to do is send one email, make one phone call, and Jerry Jones responds. If you don't believe me, it's on my channel. I can prove that. I don't give a damn who your source is. And I'm telling you, and every Dallas Cowboys fan listening, you shouldn't care who his source is either. Because at the end of the day, it's fake news. And when the draft happens and CJ Stroud gets picked up by probably Carolina or someone like that, and he doesn't go to Dallas, you can come back on my channel and say, the great Duke Bothers told me so. Or you could say, Mike Fisher was wrong and he clickbaited me. Because that's what he did. And what he's doing in this video, which we're going to play a little more of, what he's doing here is he's trying to ease the tensions between himself and Cowboys fans all over YouTube. So let's play a little bit more of this.
I've addressed this a number of times and maybe not clearly enough, or maybe when I address it, it's offset when I say, those guys in their mother's basements. Ha, ha, ha. I went back and looked at some of that this morning. At how hilariously funny I am. But I say that.
Yeah, killing us.
In my assertive, abrasive, arrogant attempts at humor. Jason B., I'm confused. The CJ Stroud story was not a farce. What are you apologizing for? No, I'm not apologizing for the story or the reporting. I'm not even apologizing for the way that I write headlines or put up thumbnails. Look at the thumbnail today and hang on because we'll get there. Pastor of Muppets, the Cowboys have interest in lots of guys. And Pastor, when I find out, because Pastor's point is right, it may be a story, but even if it's not attainable, it doesn't mean we can't talk about it. If I find out that the Cowboys have interest, or if the Morning News or ESPN or the Star Telegram or the Athletic finds out that the Cowboys have interest in a specific player, and that information is sourced.
Yes, they'll write about
and
it.
And
yes.
had this information on CJ Stroud.
Let's skip over. I want to get to the good
stuff. To be dismissive and say, everybody's interested in everybody, completely misses the point. Dan Grigsby is here, Uncle Fish Premium. Class is in session. Again, this is a great, I'm glad you brought this up. When I talk about how this is a bar room and a classroom.
You hear that? This guy, another problem I have with him is he's so arrogant that when he's live, he tells you, or not you, but his viewers, he says, class is in session. I'm the professor and you're the students. That's the way that he sees things. I live in my mama's basement. All right, class is not in session, but I will tell you this. Mike Fisher is a fraud. Mike Fisher is the biggest fraud on YouTube when it comes to reporting the Dallas Cowboys. Now, us Cowboys fans on YouTube, we get under each other's skin every now and then. We do things that we don't approve of every once in a while. We call each other out. We have different viewpoints. We clickbait. We do things that kind of tick each other off. But at the end of the day, we can all agree on one thing, and that is that the reason we are making Dallas Cowboys content is because we want to see the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl. That's why we do it. That's why I do it. 16 plus years on YouTube, and I'm still here because I love this team. This is my passion. This is what I love. This is what I do. When I go live and I talk about the Cowboys, you get my mind. You get my heart. You get the mouth. You get everything. When Mike Fisher goes live, you just get the mouth and a little bit of the brains. His heart's not in it. Oh, thank you, Allie Jenny. Allie says that's a nice basement. Thank you. We got all kinds of trinkets in here. Mike Fisher did not grow up as a Dallas Cowboys fan. Matter of fact, I don't think Mike Fisher is a Dallas Cowboys fan. And he will tell you that. He will tell you, no, I did not grow up as a Cowboys fan. I'm a journalist. It's my job. That's why he's here. It's his job. He is a journalist. Guys, I'm not a journalist. I'm a fan. I am a mother's basement dwelling fan. That's why I'm here. Because I'm passionate about what I do. So when I say that us Dallas Cowboys content creators sometimes get on each other's nerves, we can at least share a beer and say, hey, at the end of the day, it's all about that star. It's all about winning a Super Bowl, the quest for 6, right? Mike Fisher can't say that. He can't. Yo, he's been doing YouTube for 2 years. He says in this video later on that Law Nation helped him get his channel running. He says later on in this video that Mark Holmes helped him get his channel running. He says in this video that there are multiple Cowboys fans who helped him get onto YouTube. So that's why he's here. And now he's clickbaiting the Cowboys fans on YouTube with CJ Stroud stories, and he's arrogant as hell about it. You're not going to get that from me. Mark Holmes, I just made a great example of this. Mark Holmes, moonshine's on the second rack, Mosh. I think it's like right about, where's my hand? It's like right about right there is where the moonshine is. Yeah. Mark Holmes and I have had our differences. I do believe that Mark Holmes has clickbaited his audience into views. I do believe that he's put up false stories on his YouTube channel. And I've told him these things. And Mark Holmes and I have talked behind the scenes about all of this. And breaking news, I am going to be on his channel with Mark Holmes talking about the Cowboys. Because there is a mutual love for America's team, the Dallas Cowboys there. So here is Mike Fisher coming onto YouTube trying to sing Kumbaya to the Dallas Cowboys fans on YouTube, saying, I'm sorry I called you guys people that lived in your mother's basement. That I didn't mean that. I shouldn't have said you live in your mama's basement. I should have never said that. I'm sorry. If you guys want to come on my show, come on to my show. If you want to have a tailgate with me, let's have a tailgate. Let's be friends, guys. Mike, you don't get it. You don't get it. My chat section gets it. My chat section understands. This is a brotherhood. You understand? Simus, if he wants to come to my house and walk in the front door and come in, go to my fridge, grab a beer and chill, he's welcome to do it. He can. This is a family. If Mosh was ever in small town Oklahoma and wanted to sit on my couch and eat my pizza, he could do it if he wanted to. That's my brother. It's a brotherhood up here. We're not journalists. We're not doing this for the money. We're not doing this for the fame. We're not doing this for the audience. We're doing it for this. Right here. That's the only reason we do it. It's a brotherhood, Mike Fisher. And as much as you want to try, you can't be a part of it because you don't have the passion, you don't have the fire, and you don't have the love. Dallas wins a playoff game. Mike Fisher goes live. Well, breaking news from the Star, the Dallas Cowboys just beat Tampa Bay. No, man, fuck that. Did you not watch me live when we played Tampa and beat Tom Brady's ass? Did you not see that? That's when you saw the fire. That's the problem, Mike Fisher. You're not one of us. You're not a part of the brotherhood. You're not even a Cowboys fan. You're a journalist. I'm not a journalist. Simus is not a journalist. I would go as far as to say Mark Holmes ain't a journalist. Law Nation's not a journalist. We're fans. We're mama's basement dwellers. And I'm proud of it. I like this basement. Yeah, this might not be the prettiest basement. And no, not many people come down to this basement. I don't get thousands of views. But you know what I do get? I get the pride. I get the passion for my team. That's what I get. So keep making your CJ Stroud clickbait stories. They're not going to happen. Every real fan knows it's not going to happen. But leave us out of it. Leave us out of it. You're a journalist. What's up, Mini Duke? How you doing, man? Good. Mini Duke just walked in. All right, Mosh. It's unlocked. It's unlocked. Come on. I'm in the bottom floor.
I have to take my shoes off.
Okay, take your shoes off, buddy. I do it for that. That's the next Duke Bothers right there. That's Mini Duke. I do it for him. Because he's going to be behind this camera one day with a Cowboys hat on saying the same thing I am. How about them Cowboys? Matter of fact, you guys want him to say it right now? You want to hear him say it right now? Do you guys want to hear a Go Cowboys from Mini Duke right now? Do you want me to prove my point right now? Get up here, Mini Duke.
Okay.
Tell him like it is.
Go Cowboys.
What'd you say?
I say go Cowboys.
One more time.
Go Cowboys.
That's my boy. That's what's up.
I'll go watch TV with him.
All right, buddy, go ahead. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's what's up. Happy birthday. I think belated now, but Daniel Barry, happy birthday. I hope you're doing well. So that's it. That's the stream. Beware of journalists. And as MacMain said, every fan base has them. He's got shock jocks in his fan base. Cowboys fans, we're the most valuable franchise in all of sports. We're going to have our shock jocks. I think Mike Fisher is a good reporter, but he admits to being good at clickbaiting. He admits that he does clickbait and that he's good at it. That, to me, is very irresponsible journalism. To sit here and look at Dallas Cowboy fans and say that I'm going to be your go-to journalist and I'm going to clickbait you and I'm going to provide false news stories for you to click on and listen to. I think that's pretty poor journalism. I think that's irresponsible journalism, and I'm not afraid to call you out on it. So if you're going to be a journalist and say that you're as good as you are after doing your job for how many years? 20, 30, I don't know, longer than I've been on YouTube. If you're going to be good at what you do, then be good at what you do. Don't just say you're good at it. Be good at it. Because on these YouTube streets, that stuff ain't going to cut it. People aren't going to continue to gravitate you when they know that they're being lied to. And when you listen to me, when you listen to Simus, when you listen to any real Dallas Cowboys content creator, you are not going to be lied to. And I am not lying to you when I tell you that he's a journalist and I'm not, and CJ Stroud is not coming to Dallas, and that's the end of it.
Dad, I got cookies.
Good. I'm glad you did. So with that being said, guys, I'm leaving the video up, but I got to cut it short. It's over. Yeah, boom, Gloria. You nailed it. That's what it is. And again, you say you have a source that would make us pee our pants. Well, I got a source. And I think, honestly, I'm not going to go there, but I think you got played by my source. I do. I think you got played. I really think you got played. Matter of fact, let's go there. Why do you think the story came out that the Dallas Cowboys were intrigued by CJ Stroud? Do you think we're actually going to make a move on him? No, we're not going to make a move on CJ Stroud. That is called a smoke screen. You've been a journalist. As long as you've been a journalist, you should know what the Cowboys are up to. They want the whole league to know that we are intrigued by CJ Stroud. And we're going to use Mike Fisher, our years and years long journalist, to tell them that. So you did. You got played, homeboy. The Cowboys used you. My source, Uncle Jerry, not this Jerry, even though I love him to death, other Jerry, he used you, boy. You got played. And the things that you can't say because you're a professional journalist, I can say because I ain't a pro. I'm not a professional journalist. I can say the things that need to be said. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for clout. I do it for the Cowboys. Oh, I'm reaching through the ropes. I'm reaching through the ropes. I'm tagging Uncle Simus. I'm tagging him. I'm tagging him in. I'm tagging him in. Simon's gonna get him tomorrow. You got played, Mike Fisher. You clickbaited us. You lied to us, and you got played. So while I'm here dwelling in my mama's basement, cheering America's team, my favorite team on the planet, you not even being a fan, but being a journalist, we can't take you seriously. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do right now is this. I'm gonna wipe the sweat off my brow. I'm gonna get myself out of the ring. And I'm gonna let y'all know, if you're not subbed to this man, first of all, what the hell is wrong with you? Second of all, you go to Simus's channel tomorrow and just get your popcorn ready, because this man's going to smack him even worse than I did. I think I did a pretty good job. But boy, I'm going to be there when Simus tears him apart. I promise you. He is going to end him. I love it. This whole disparity between small basement dwelling YouTubers and high-end journalists has got to stop. Period. I'm not Mike Fisher. I'm not Mark Holmes. I'm the great Duke Bothers. I do what I do. And what I do best is love this team. So with that being said, I bid you adieu. As Simus would say, y'all have a good one. It's the great Duke Bothers. How about them Cowboys? And I'm out. Peace.